Hi, this video on finding journal articles using Summon is brought to you by the McCodrum Library at Carleton University. This video is going to focus on understanding the features of Summon to help you find journal articles. If you're looking for help with formulating good searches, see our search tips video instead. Now, one important thing before we start. If you're doing your research from off-campus, it's really important that you log in first before you do your search. This is so that you can make sure that you're searching all of the content that Summon has available. And also, it will make sure that when you do find some interesting full-text articles to connect to, it will give you the access from off-campus. Okay, let's go ahead and do an example search. Let's say we're looking for sources on communication skills of engineers. When we get our results in Summon, the middle column, it'll be a mix of sources, books, journal articles, newspapers, etc. If we only want to see journal articles, though, we can use what Summon calls filters over on the left-hand side. Now we can also choose to look at a specific kind of journal article, the scholarly or peer-reviewed ones. Your professors will often ask for these kinds of sources because they're considered the most reputable. Another one of the filters that you can find very useful is the publication date filter. You can just grab the little bar, slide it along, and let's say, for example, I only want to look at the last 5 years worth of journal articles. One more filter that can often help focus your results is the subject filter. Make sure to click on the More so you can see all of them. Now, even though I did use the word communication in my keyword search, by also choosing it as a subject, it should make my results a bit more relevant. Remember that your keyword searches in Summon are often searching the full text of the sources. So just because your words are found, it doesn't mean they'll be the main topic of your sources. So that's why when you use the subject filter, it can often be very helpful. Now, let's look at one of our results. The first thing you'll notice is any time your mouse is over the reference, you'll get another panel opening over on the right-hand side. This will often give you extra information, such as including a complete summary of the article. Now you'll notice here that there's a link that says Full Text Online. That's what you're really looking for the journal articles, because just about all of our journals are now online. When you see that link, just click on it to get led to the full text of the article. Here you can see the link took us directly to a page where we can get the PDF of the actual article. Just click on the PDF link and you'll be able to download, open, or save the PDF file. Now let's look at a different result. Notice this one doesn't say Full Text Online. It says Citation Online. So Summon here is telling us that it doesn't think we have full text access to this article. But go ahead and click and you'll see what happens. So Summon shows us a page that gives us the option to order this article from our online interlibrary loan service called Racer. But notice what happens when we do actually click. A more complete search of our sources is happening behind the scenes, and at this point it does find that we do actually have the full text. So go ahead and click through on that link. So just keep in mind that it sometimes takes more than one click to get to the PDF. Okay, let's look at one last result. This one also says citation only, and again we're given the option to order this article through Racer. Now this time, we really don't seem to have this article online. You could always check by using this link to see if we might have a print subscription to the journal. But if we don't have that either, then we can use the option to order it from interlibrary loans. So, a little bit more about Racer. Racer is a free service for all students, but it does require a separate registration. Look under Quick Links on the library's homepage for the link to Racer so that you can register. Once you've registered and you have a Racer account, then you'll see that the order form that comes up here is already filled in for you. All you have to do is set the pickup location to be email, because you'll get the article sent to you as a PDF, and then use your Racer login and password, and the article will usually arrive within just a few days. That's the end of our short video on how to use Summon to find journal articles. As always, if you need any help, get in touch with us through the Research Help Desk or by contacting your reference librarian or subject specialist for your major. See our website for more details.